We have a problem here. We have to choose a direction. We got a fork in the canal. What's going on, everyone? It's Will Mitchell here, coming to you right now from Belize Vice. We're sitting on the west side of Ambergris Caye, and today we got an exciting mission for you guys. We're gonna take you with us on the boat. We're gonna go from San Pedro, from Ambergris Caye to Belize City. And along the way, we're gonna point out what the journey looks like. We're gonna show you some islands and different projects along the way, and then we're gonna get to Belize City. So get ready for this one, guys. It's gonna be a fun ride. We just had a dolphin sighting. There it is. As we're boating by the northern end of Caye Caulker, two dolphins just pulled up beside the boat. Unbelievably beautiful. They were playing with us, following us around. We were following them. They were following us. I don't know who was following who, but let's get up to Caye Caulker and explain more about where we are and what's going on. So we made it from Ambergris Caye to Caye Caulker. The distance on that leg of the trip is about 5.5 miles. If you have not been to Caye Caulker before, Caye Caulker is the little sister island to Ambergris Caye. It's about 4.5 miles long. It's divided into two components, which is split up by the split right to our right here. There's a ton of great bars on the split. Most of the development is on the southern end of the island. There are some great resorts like Blue's End on the northern side. Before we left, a tip to anyone looking to do this boat trip or do any boat trip really in Belize, or maybe even anywhere, check the winds before you're going. It's a pretty good indicator of how rough the water is going to be. When we checked, we found it's going to be about 7.5 knots, which really ideal conditions here. Just a few clouds in the sky. And then, of course, guys, come on, the dolphins. It's amazing. Let's keep going. So let's talk a little bit more about the mission today. As you know, we're starting in Ambergris Caye in the northern end of Belize, and we're heading to Belize City, which is about midway through the country. As the crow flies, the distance we're going is about 27 miles. We're gonna go along the reef, along all the beautiful islands on the eastern end. We're gonna see Caye Caulker, we're gonna see Caye Chapel, we're gonna see Long Caye, we're gonna see Hicks Caye, we're gonna see St. Goerges Caye, and then we're gonna boat towards Belize City. So amazing islands along the way, and we're gonna see all of these as we keep going. Now we're at Long Caye to my left and Hicks Caye in front of us. So Long Caye runs adjacent to the reef. It actually has beautiful white sand beaches along its eastern coast, relatively uninhabited. Then Hicks Caye is really a group of mangrove keys that are essentially completely uninhabited. So it's a larger island over here, but really there's not a lot to it. It's mostly just mangrove and some areas where there's a little bit of beach. And then Long Caye is a really nice island right here. So we're gonna come around the edge, go to St. Goerges Caye, which is a little bit of a history lesson we're gonna have for you. Then there might be one more surprise key, and then we'll keep heading into Belize City. We came around the eastern side of Hicks Caye, and as you get closer to go to the next island, St. Goerges Caye, it looks like there's a lot of little reef patches on the eastern coast of Hicks Caye. So we're now in a channel going through Hicks Caye. The water looks pretty deep, so we should be good. But we're gonna go through this channel instead of risking going through the reef patches. And just beautiful. You look at the mangroves on the side here, you see birds flying. I'm sure if we pull in here, you'll see some more wildlife. Because when you get further away from population and you get into areas that are more remote like this, you see a lot more wildlife. So just looking at the tree banks here, sometimes you see little bats in these tree banks. You can see a lot of barracuda in these channels. You see a bunch of frigate birds flying by. I think there might be some fish in here, but let's keep moving around. We have a problem here. We have to choose a direction. We got a fork in the canal. This is an adventure, guys. Out here, fish are jumping in this channel. You can just feel the excitement going through something like this. Really beautiful. Feels like you're in Anaconda, man. Feeling like I'm in a movie out here. Feels like you're in Anaconda, going through these crazy channels, waiting for a big snake to jump out and sink the boat. I don't think there's anacondas in Belize, but that was a vibe. And there's St. Goerges Caye, I think. So basically what happened, this was a British settled island, capital Belize, the largest settlement in the 17th and 18th century. Then in 1798, the Spaniards invaded St. George's Caye, which was the capital at the time. The British Army, who has a station right behind me over here, a little barracks, defended off the Spanish invasion, which kept Belize a British country, which is why still English speaking, still British common law. And the reason they were so readily able to defend was a lot of their jungle training, a lot of their training that they'd already implemented, and then the reef and their knowledge of the reef, which was a huge asset. So this is why September 10th is the Battle of St. George's Caye. It's a national holiday, and that's why this island is so important. Amazing channel coming through Drowned Caye there. We're now at Port Coral, the new cruise ship terminal, and we're gonna head in. At this point, we're at Belize City. It's right there west of us. So we're heading in. We wanted to take the long scenic route here. It's the final stretch, guys. Let's get to the city. It's a rare day, guys. It's a double dolphin day right now. More dolphins. Just came right by the boat as we're getting to the city. There they are, 2 dolphins. What an end to a beautiful day. Double dolphin ending. There we go. Guys, I'd love to keep filming dolphins for you all day. I don't know what's going on today. 2 dolphin sightings, one in between San Pedro and Caye Caulker, and one over here in Belize City as we're pulling up. This is unreal. So that's what we got for you guys today. We just made it to Belize City right here. Double dolphin day, amazing channels, beautiful mangrove, islands, ocean. How can you beat this? This is the lifestyle. If you guys are taking the water taxi from Belize City to San Pedro or San Pedro to Belize City, it's more of a A to B type of thing. You're not gonna see all the sights, but that's what we got for you today. Amazing journey. We gotta get back to the island now. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment. We really appreciate everyone jumping in there. And as always, guys, we can't wait to see you out here in paradise.